Trivium X17. Should GP be benched? Give the backups a chance to give their best efforts since GP cannot. All options should be on the table. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hey man, Merry Christmas to you too, baby. Shout out, man. In terms of should George Pickens be benched, if his effort is in question at any point in time this game, absolutely. Going into it though, no. I'm not benching him on the front end. He's been publicly got up under. Obviously, the way that Coach Tomlin spoke on it, it seems as if behind closed doors, they've also done something to discipline him. So to me, I think that's appropriate. Public, you had to answer for it. Your teammates had to answer for it. They pissed off. Everybody know what's going on. You gave an excuse. We still looked at you like, nah, that ain't gonna cut it. So, yeah, I don't think you bench him. I think you do give him a legitimate opportunity to show that he can be mature, that he can learn from this situation. But it's a extremely short leash, man. If you feel like there's any point in time where the body language looks questionable, where the effort might look like it's questionable or just anything, then yeah, you sit him right then and there. Because otherwise you do truly run that risk of what Deke was talking about, to an extent of, man, you got all these other guys in here talking about busting their tail, Minka speaking up and stuff like that, playing with broke hands, and then you over here giving half-tail effort without half of the career that them type of dudes have had. So, yeah, you got to be real careful about that going forward now that these conversations have been made publicly. Because if it was private, anytime something like this might come up going forward, we wouldn't know that the players have an issue with it. We wouldn't know that they took an exception to it. It would literally just be almost water under the bridge to an extent. But now that it's been documented, Coach T has talked about it. GP has spoke on it multiple times. Jalen Warren has talked about it. Mink has spoke stuff. TJ Watt has said something. Now, every single time his effort or something that he does is in question, who do you think the media is going to be running back to get answers from? So if you keep allowing this going forward now, is when you really start to have them issues in terms of losing a locker room, more guys internally beefing and stuff like that. So, like I said, you give him this opportunity, man, and you let him know the same way we just communicated. He shouldn't need to have it talked to like that, but we don't put it past anybody anymore. Have the talk. Make sure he understands fully what this is, what we about to walk into. And yeah, if he can't still uphold that standard, then man, cause and effect. You see what it is. And Mason, it's unfortunate that you're collateral damage to an extent, but this is what's necessary going forward.
Yeah, the door is absolutely open. As Trivium X said, all options should be on the table. I wouldn't bench him for this game. Like you said, I think that'd just be a disservice to Mason in his first start, putting him in this spot. But, yeah, if he's out there lollygagging around again, I wouldn't hesitate to bench him after the first quarter.
Like, if I see any type of or he expresses himself, and like I said, it's one thing.
Well, we'll see how close the game is first.
You laugh, but it's certain people out here, they for real like that, right? But this is when we talk about how it is created and then what it gets to. It's them type of combos, baby.
I agree 100%. I'm not saying that's the right way to go about it, but I do want to win this game.
That's a part of the reason why he's still playing right now, if we're being fully transparent, because of how talented he is and because results matter. And there are jobs on the line. And if you sit him, who are you replacing him with? That is going to give you a competitive advantage out there, man. Like, it's a tricky situation, man. Yeah.
Right. At some point, you can't keep putting up with it. You probably still shouldn't be putting up with it to this point, but we're still in the playoff mix. There's all that other stuff at play. And you've even mentioned, too, is he young? Can his mind still be molded? Can he still be swayed in the right direction that exemplifies the Steeler way more? Like that's all there. So, all right, final chance for Pickens here for 2023.
Yeah.
Against the Bengals. Let's show up, man.
And it's
simple
like,
as that.
This shouldn't be a game where you need to be talked to motivate.
If he doesn't,
you know what this is.
Clearly, benching's on the table. Probably should happen. Which should it? I was gonna say, should it happen in the middle of the game?
Yeah.
Either way, it should happen. Either middle of the game or the following game, the last 2 weeks. Just sit him on the bench.
Yeah.
But then you're also having serious conversations of trading him in the offseason too.
Mm-hmm.
And he also says, Merry Christmas, y'all. Thank you.
Hey, man.